Hi friends, Jai Gurudev, and today's video is very important and many of students are asking about the specific combination of Saturn and Venus. Okay, so I will explain this combination, but I will add some more content to it. Okay, like sometimes what happens, we see planets are placed in initial degrees. Okay, especially during the transition phase, like from Aries, from Pisces sign to Aries. So in between, some planet are placed. Okay, when Cancer to Leo, okay, from Cancer to sign, one planet is moving towards the Leo, from watery sign to fiery sign. So when any planet placed during the initial degrees, okay, during the ending degree of Cancer, initial degree of Leo, during ending degree of Pisces and initial degree of Aries, so this planet becomes very crucial for us. Okay, so we will discuss this today. So let me show you one chart. Okay, this chart is visible to everybody, I hope, on your screen. See, this chart is very interesting. Okay, first you can see Saturn is placed in Aries sign. Saturn in Aries, debilitation. Second, Venus is also present in the Aries sign, and the most important is, if you see, Saturn is 0 degree 8 minute. Okay, same Venus is also 1 degree 33 minute. Okay, now this is the case. So how to understand this? Okay, so very first thing, when Saturn sit at 0 degree in Aries and Venus 1 degree Aries, so very close to it, correct? Something very deep is happening in person's karma, okay, and the whole family line also. Saturn is karma karak, we know. It carries the unpaid bill of work, okay, duty and suffering also from the past. Okay, that is the main significations of the Saturn. Aries is the first sign, the sign of starting things. Okay, that's why we keep Aries is in first position. 0 degree is like the main gate of the zodiac. Okay, and here Saturn is not comfortable. It is debilitation, it is in the debilitation. On the top of that, 0 degree is a Gandant. Okay, the knot between Pisces watery sign and Aries fiery sign. So this is not a simple Saturn. So this Saturn standing on a burning bridge with one leg in the ocean of the past and one leg in the battlefield of the future, that is Aries. Now just imagine, okay, now just imagine this simple picture. Okay, Saturn is tired, okay, Saturn is old, okay, Saturn is strict, okay, holding files of the family karma in his hand. Okay, Saturn is like this in this position. Now Venus is young, okay, Venus is soft, romantic, wanting beauty and comfort. Venus in initial degrees behave like this. Okay, and both are standing together on this shaky bridge. Why shaky bridge? Because that is the Gandant. That's why I am calling it as a shaky bridge. Shaky bridge at very entrance of life, okay, very starting phase of life. Saturn is our work, we know it, job, career, elder brother, elder paternal uncle, elder brother-in-law, your knees, the part of your knees, feet, and a storeroom in your house. Storeroom is governed by Saturn. Dining hall, industrial land, oil, what else? Iron, gambling, brick. Windy disease is also governed by Saturn. When Saturn is a base planet of our analysis, like in Bhrigu system, what we do? We first select one base planet, and from that base planet we make predictions. We generate the combinations. So when Saturn is a base planet, we read the whole chart through these theaters. Okay, like Venus is coming on the top at 1 degree Aries, means all these Saturn areas is now, you will see the flavor of Venus in it, see the color of Venus in it, love, attraction, comfort, art, spouse, money, taste and luxury. So work and love get tied together now. Okay, duty and pleasure get tied. Okay, pain and beauty, now they are connected together. So always remember, anybody with this combination, will feel that in every area of life there is some mix of sweetness and heaviness. Sweetness due to Venus, heaviness due to Saturn. The person can be very charming in the public, okay, but they carry a secret burden. They can do a beautiful work, okay, in ugly situation. They can love people who are in trouble, okay, they can earn money through difficult environment, and they sometimes they become the person who eats last, okay, who walk last, okay, who holds the entire load. That is what Saturn in Aries means. So if you see this combination, if you want to decode the real events from this combination, so this combination gives some very specific scene, okay. You see, many people start life with some disturbance around elders, okay. Elder brother may have a big struggle, job problem, accident, or may even leave home early, okay, maybe for study, maybe for earning. So this situation will take place. Elder paternal uncle may be the black sheep of family, okay, or he may be the one who carried everybody earlier and then suddenly collapsed. Correct? This is the story of elder paternal uncle, because Saturn is at the very start of the Aries. Okay, some drama around elder male figures comes very early in the life. Okay, now this child grows of watching the fight over land, property, job or gambling. So there can be a story of some ancestral industrial land also sometime, some oil connection, brick business, factory, or at least a plot of the land that became a headache instead of the blessings. This is the initial portion of Saturn in the Aries. Okay, now we know the Saturn also shows career, okay, your career, your job. So career events also shows a clear pattern. The person usually does not start with a what we call flashy or good job. There is some low paid servant like work in the beginning. They may feel treated like a peon even if they are qualified. Okay, they might work in places connected to the Saturn near big roads. Okay, you will notice these things near big roads. They are working, okay, near factories, warehouses, and cold, dusty offices, basement rooms, under very strict boss. That is also true. At same time, Venus is there. You know, in this combination, you see Venus is also present in the chart. So let me show you that chart once again. See this chart. Venus and Saturn both are in 9th house Aries. Okay, Venus and Saturn both are in Aries. So they also get pulled into a Venus type of work. Okay, finance, design, beauty, hospitality, HR, counseling, dealing with women, fashion, luxury items. So many times they become the backstage person in a glamorous field. So Saturn in initial degree will not let this person to come on main stage, okay, limelight. For example, working late nights in the back office of a big hotel, or as an accountant or admin in a beauty or a fashion business, okay, or as a legal assistant in property cases. So they see the shines, okay, but they stand in the shadows like this. Okay, love and relationship event also becomes very karmic for this particular chart. Okay, so as we know in Bhrigu system, we also discuss about the karmic pattern and all. So if we apply that same logic here, so you know, with Venus so close to the debilitated Saturn, okay, so romantic life does not run like a smooth what we call Bollywood movies. The person can fall for a people who are already burdened. Okay, they attract that kind of partner from a difficult family, partner with financial loans, partner with baggage from previous relationship. Okay, partner who is far away or belonging to another caste or culture. Sometimes they get into a triangle situation or relationship where duty and love, they both collide together. Marriage itself may feel like a responsibility for them. Okay, more than a fairy tale. Okay, they will feel like it is a responsibility. Correct? So these things you will see if Venus and Saturn they stay together, especially in the Aries sign. Okay, Saturn at 0° Aries make person feel older than their age. Okay, right from the childhood, they become serious very early. Correct. While other kids are thinking about toys, this child is thinking, what will happen to Papa's job? Okay, will we have to leave this house? Okay, they can be a very aware of money tension at home. They can understand it easily. So there is a strong fear of taking wrong step. So Aries want to jump. Okay, Aries is a ram, correct? You see, ram jumps. So Saturn want to hold back. So the mind lives in a constant push and pull. I want to start, but I am scared to start. Both run together in their mind. Okay. Now see this whole combination actually creates a particular style of anger and frustration in them. The person does not explode randomly like a pure Mars. Pure Mars is a anger. Now with this combination they suppress first. They carry hurt. Okay. They keep working, they keep adjusting, they keep what swallowing the humiliation. Then one day when things cross the limit, they can take a very sharp step, resign suddenly, cut off from the person completely, walk out of places. And people around them, sometimes they get shocked because they did not see this build up. But inside, we know this build up was going on for years. Okay, this is Venus Saturn in initial degree. Okay, and you will see these in small patterns. Okay, you can see Saturn Venus in Aries. Many natives with this combination, they have a strange relation with food. They can work long hours without eating. Then suddenly they eat heavy, oily, fried food at odd times, especially at the night. Saturn rules oil. Saturn, Venus gives taste. So they love pakoda, kind of a food, paratha, street food, greasy snacks. But their body does not digest it well. Okay, now this is the problem. So after many years, it shows as a piles, constipation, gas, problems with knees, okay, varicose veins, or simple complaint that stomach is never fully okay. Because Aries rules head. Some will also get headache from tension and wrong eating also. Wrong eating habits can also create tension. So these are the small habits you can realize with this combination. You can see the same thing with the sleeping pattern also. They either sleep late because of the work duty or because they are scrolling phones to escape stress. They may watch dark web series, crime, court drama, documentary about scam, serious content related to work, stock market, law, politics. Okay, Saturn likes seriousness. Venus likes story. So serious story become their time pass. In the morning they go to work with heavy, half rested body. Okay, so they feel joints are stiff, their joints. Okay, mood is slightly irritated, but they will still do their duty. Okay. See, Venus is there, so Venus spending habit also we can discuss with this combination. They are not normally careless spenders. So there is a deep fear of poverty, we can say. They remember any financial fall in the childhood or in family line. Okay, but we know Venus at 1° Aries, it does give some sudden passion. Okay, passion purchases we can say. Especially during the start of a new phase, new job, new relation, new house, suddenly they buy something very big, expensive phone, vehicle, furniture, jewelry, luxury item. After that, Saturn start reminding them of EMI and saving. So you see a pattern of a tight, controlled money life with occasionally impulsive expenses that then becomes the chain of events. Okay, so this is how Saturn and Venus work together. So we can see some other some other predictions with the same chart. I am sharing the chart one more time. Okay, so there is some more patterns. Obviously we can discuss the timing of events, activation ages and all, but for activation ages I will create a separate video. Okay, you can see some more, like I can add some Astro-Vastu points here. Okay, Astro-Vastu, Saturn Venus in early Aries. Okay, you can see the symptoms in your house also, house where you live. So look at the storeroom, okay, dark corner of your house, not only storeroom but dark corners, servant area. In many such charts who have this kind of combination, you will see the storeroom is very cluttered. Okay, old woolen clothes, okay, unused luggages, broken shoes, iron rods, old brick, torn curtains also you will see. You see, all thrown in one corner, especially in the west or southwest side. Okay, sometimes it is under the stairs near toilet. The energy of that particular place will feel heavy. Okay, if you stand there, you feel like cough will come. Okay, so it is like a physical picture of old karmic file. So if you see all these things, it means that particular combination is now manifesting in your life. You can even see the dining hall. Okay, dining hall, or if not dining hall, then wherever you are eating. Okay, dining hall or a place where food is eaten. Okay, so you see these places are sometimes not respected. People eat in hurry. Okay, standing in kitchen or in front of TV. Okay, not in clean table. If you are with family, you are not eating with family. The dining area, it means if you do all these things, it means you are not respecting that area. The dining area may be in the passage, okay, near a main door or very close to a cluttered store or dirty balcony. Okay, Saturn rules dining hall. Venus rules the pleasure and taste. So if in your dining hall, if you don't have this Venus quality and Saturn quality in good condition, then there is a problem. Okay, so here, the pleasure of food is very connected with the rush, stress and guilt. That is Saturn and Venus. Okay, so if you ask them, they will tell you, I eat fast, I eat alone, or we never sit peacefully as a family to eat. These are the complaints for them. So correct it. Okay, we need to improve it. Even see bedroom also important. Bedroom also tells you a story. Okay, there can be a storage under the bed, suitcase full of old documents, okay, heavy woolen blankets, iron tools, or even money and jewelry hidden in the trunks. Okay, feet of bed may be pointing towards a door or bathroom. Okay, so you see natives' leg and knee suffers with this. Okay, there is a close link between these two things. Okay, it means you create that kind of energy that you will see the same pattern around you. Okay, this is important thing, you need to understand it. Okay, so like this, what is the deeper karmic story or script behind all this combination? So if I tell you in very simple language, you have to understand. So in your family line, work, land and love have been mishandled earlier. Okay, maybe your ancestor grabbed a land, underpaid workers. Okay, they gambled away property or used women as a tool rather than respecting them. Maybe somebody walked away from the duty and left younger ones to suffer. Now Saturn is standing at main gate of the zodiac in Aries initial degree. So in this life you will not get a free start. Okay, you will first carry some extra load, then slowly build your own path. This is the karmic script written for this combination. Okay, so understand, this is not a curse. People call it curse. This is not a curse. Okay, this is like a joining a tough but noble training program. You are joining the program or course. You have to learn this. You are born to bring structure where there was a chaos. Okay, to make fairness where there was exploitation. This was the karma. Okay, so you need to add commitment because there was a karma of running away. So understand this is not a curse. Okay, this is something you need to learn in this life. Okay, so I hope this combination is clear. Okay, there are a lot of remedies we can do, but before we do any remedy, okay, we have to understand the basic theme of the karma with this combination. If you understand it, you don't require remedy at all. Okay, watch this video one more time, and if you have any doubts or queries, just put it in the comment section. I will reply it, and if needed, I can make a separate video which contains the remedial part for this specific combination. So let me see how many have this combination, how many seen this combination is working in this manner, then we can discuss the remedy. Jai Gurudev.